the news tonight, Nigeria joins the rest of the world to mark 2025 International Bee Day. ECOWAS is set to adopt proper early warning system in coping with adverse of climate change amongst member states. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Mercy Ezeshi and here are the news in details. Nigeria has joined the rest of the world to celebrate the International Bee Day, recognizing its nutritional and pharmaceutical value to the society. Yusuf Jika reports that the Ministry of Livestock Development, in collaboration with Youth for Agriculture Initiative, marking the event with a public advocacy to embrace bee farming for self and societal benefits.
The 2025 World Bee Day has as its theme, Be Inspired by Nature to Nourish Us All, highlights crucial roles bees and other pollinators play in agro-food systems and the health of the planet Earth. Nigeria, being the largest honey bee producer in Africa, is leveraging significant role bee plays in the nutritional and pharmaceutical value, stressing that bees and other pollinators are endangered by human activities ranging from bush burning, poaching, vandalization, use of harmful agrochemical, and advocate attitudinal change.
Our drive and strategy will be to promote modern beekeeping through support in the establishment and development of more modern apiaries across the country and providing structural and technical assistance to existing beekeepers. Our youth can get involved in the beekeeping, to produce honey and other products, to help themselves and make wealth.
We are sensitizing the youth and train them in a commercial beekeeping, not substantial beekeeping, in such a way that they can be self-employed.
Nigeria's apiculture portends an immense potential for job creation, poverty reduction, and economic growth. This year's campaign aims at consolidating on the past gains in the industry by engaging and sensitizing the youth and other stakeholders. In Abuja, Yusuf Jika, NTA News.
Nigeria's National Commission for Museums and Monuments is on a mission to shake off the dusty image of museums and bring cultural heritage into the 21st century. Speaking on the theme Future of Museums in Rapidly Changing Communities, at the 2025 International Museum Day celebration, NCMM DG Mr. Olubile Holloway reflected on their journey, admitting that while the sector is underfunded, the Commission is doing remarkable work with limited resources. Ekemini Williams has the details.
Director General of the National Commission for Museums and Monuments, Mr. Olubile Holloway, noted that one major hurdle the Commission faces is the perception that culture and museums aren't lucrative, a misconception the NCMM is determined to change, leveraging social media, online platforms and technology to make cultural heritage more engaging.
We've tried to use AI to start telling stories of the past. We've done so many. We've done Queen Amina, we've done Jaja Wapogo, we've done too many to name. We try and drop a story every Friday, and it's our hope that these stories are being shared on social media and that young Nigerians can start talking about their culture. Because we're also trying to partner with advertising agencies, such as the BRT buses in Lagos, to start playing some of the content that we're creating on social media.
The Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, Barrister Hannatu Musa Musawa, represented by Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Mukhtar Yawale Muhammad, praised the Commission's efforts in a keynote address. Additionally, Senator Mohammed Ogoshi Onawo, Chairman of the Senate Committee on Arts, Culture and Creative Economy, pledged the National Assembly support for the Commission, guaranteeing the necessary backing for its success.
This year, as we celebrate the International Museums Day, let me reaffirm our dedication to safeguarding our cultural heritage for generations to come. It is imperative that we invest in modernizing our museum infrastructure, expanding access, and leveraging technology to make our collections more engaging and educational for visitors of all ages.
I have asked most of the agency under my watch to bring their proposal. I will work with Budget Office, I will work with Ministry for Finance, and I will work with the Appropriation Office to make sure that these agencies get full attention.
As the Commission continues to push boundaries, it assures that Nigeria's cultural heritage is set for modern makeover that will captivate a new generation of museum goers. In Abuja, Ekemini Williams, NTA News.
Adoption of proper early warning system to assist member states in coping with adverse effects of climate change is being worked out at regional level. At the 14th meeting of the Committee of Directors of Hydrological and Meteorological Services in Abuja, Nigeria pledged to lead the regional efforts. Kelvin Ebonuaye reports.
ECOWAS data shows that between 2021 and 2024, there was 47% increase in flooding across the sub-region, affecting 5 million people with $1.2 billion lost in food production. Hence, the need for accurate meteorological data services to aid adaptation and mitigation in member states has become imperative. This meeting of directors of hydrological and meteorological agencies of member states is therefore to review earlier work and state of implementation of the technical committee. Nigeria's Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, emphasized that Nigeria will lead the regional effort at developing and adoption of common meteorological systems that will assist member states not only to prepare for climate impact, but adequately cope with adverse effects on food security in the region, where about 2.5% of annual budget is going into climate change mitigation efforts.
NIMET's contributions to the development and practice of meteorology in ECOWAS sub-region cover a wide range of areas, from the provision of technical support to Liberia, Sierra Leone, and the Gambia, to hosting regional training and capacity building programs at the World Meteorological Organization WMO Regional Training Center, ROTC, in Lagos.
Africa is heavily on the receiving end of the impacts of climate change. The Africa State of the Climate Report for 2023 and 2024 have revealed the growing trend, frequency, and intensity of extreme events such as heat waves, floods, droughts on our continent, and of course, West Africa.
The meeting will dissolve into technical sessions where diverse areas of meteorological services, especially application of technology, will be explored. In Abuja, Kelvin Ewonwaye, NTA News.
Nigeria is gearing up for the 62nd section of the subsidiary bodies, SB 62, of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The National Council on Climate Change Secretariat, in collaboration with GIZ, has initiated a vital retraining program for Nigerian negotiators attending the crucial climate talks in Bonn, Germany. Charles Alpha reports.
Negotiations are critical components of a country's climate actions. They are indeed central at any of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, such as the subsidiary bodies SB and Conference of Parties, COP. The 62nd session of this year's subsidiary bodies holds next month in Bonn, Germany, and National Council on Climate Change is not leaving any stone unturned. Capacities of negotiators from states and the FCT are currently being built in line with Nigeria's climate priorities, which are mitigation and adaptation by the Council, GIZ and other partners ahead of the forthcoming SP in Germany and COP30 in Brazil.
We need to take negotiations very seriously because that is where the agenda for action is set. We expect that you bring your various sector expertise into the different agenda items that we're going to look at.
This training is designed to sharpen your negotiation and leadership skills for impactful global climate negotiations.
Nigeria has national priorities, and these priorities must translate into positions.
Focus for these negotiators will be on climate finance, just transition trajectory, natural gas as a transitional fuel, the loss and damage fund, and scaling nature-based solution. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
We will be going on a break. Please stay tuned.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergents makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergents makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergents, happiness with every wash.
Welcome back from the break. Now the news continues. The journey towards protecting the environment from toxic effects of plastic pollution has begun with a circular and persistent organic pollutants, Free Plastics in Africa project inception workshop by the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency held in Abuja. Mina Daniels reports.
The Circular and Persistent Organic Pollutants (POPs) Free Plastics in Africa's project is led by the UN Environment Programme UNEP with funding from the Global Environment Facility GEF and support from the Basel Convention Coordinating Center for Training and Technology Transfer for the African region. This inception workshop is a rallying point for stakeholders to brainstorm and come up with a policy statement that will reduce the import, production and use of POPs in plastic-containing products in the region.
The project will help us identify safe, eco-friendly and effective alternatives to pulps containing plastics, as well as suitable technologies to manage pulp contamination waste in an environmentally sound manner.
This initiative resonates deeply with our ministry's commitment to fostering sustainable industrial development and promoting responsible trade practice.
The project plans to incorporate capacity building, inclusive and participatory partnerships to curb the menace of plastic pollution.
We're trying to move towards a system, but these materials are very carcinogenic. They impact on the environment and affect the environment significantly. And so as the evolution of thoughts and thinking around the environment comes on, we are beginning to move towards thinking of a POPs-free system.
So we're now boarding the experts that need to actually help us to support, the technical work in the project. We're dealing with the POPs, so there should be an expert that should be able to help us characterize these POPs.
According to stakeholders, the project is not just about meeting another environmental obligation, but ensuring the safety of lives of Africans, while also prioritizing gender mainstreaming in the interventions. In Abuja, Mina Daniels, NTA News.
Renowned playwright and Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has stressed the need for Nigerians to revive and sustain their cultural heritage, values and languages for posterity and benefit of the unborn children has been re-emphasized. The Nobel laureate addressed a press conference as part of the programs marking this year's World Culture Day for cultural diversity, for dialogue and development at the University of Ilorin. Shala Wahid reports.
To develop ourselves
The Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka observed that Nigerian youths had deviated from the norms and values of the society which had affected their conduct. He noted with dismay the removal of history as a subject from school curriculum, which he said had alienated the youth from their roots, adding that its gradual return should be fast-tracked.
Encouraging students, young people, to speak their own language at home, among themselves, not go back to those days when, especially in government schools, you spoke your own language other than English, you got punished for it.
Professor Wole Soyinka also explained the need for Nigeria to capture the world of technology to move the country forward, while also regulating it to foster negativity.
Instilling curiosity in youth, getting them to ask questions on what they see, what is manifested around them.
He frowned at religious bigotry, emphasizing that most crimes were committed in the name of religion. According to the Nobel laureate, imperialists deliberately mislabeled traditional African religions, making theirs the best faith.
Every society has a ritual of appeasement and has a way of embedding that principle of appeasement in society. So it's up to us to dig deep into the functions of all the deities that exist. Anything which is negative, throw aside.
He commended the University of Ilorin for the establishment of the Center for Cultural Studies and Creative Arts, noting that the institution had made indelible marks among universities in the country. In Ilorin, Shola Wahid, NTA News.
The plane of hostilities is airbound as sportsmen and women commence activities to gun for honor and glory for their respective states at the 2024 National Sports Festival tagged Gateway Games in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Likon Abonde has the details from the Jaja Sports Complex in Abeokuta.
The Alake Sports Center in Ijebu Ode is one of the 10 centers designated to host sporting events in the ongoing National Sports Festival in Ogun State. Athletes sweat things out in the highly competitive indoor and outdoor encounters for the glory of their respective states. Men and ball teams from Lagos, Sokoto, Kano and Niger states had a busy day at work on an explosive day one encounter. Lagos State saw off Sokoto State by 25 goals to 24. Kano State team defeated Niger by the same score margin in the earlier engagement, while the game between Edo and Enugu was a walkover in favor of Edo State. Other sporting events like squash and badminton were also on the card for the day events. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbonde, NT News.
That's all we have for you today on Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great night.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? Is your UTME score 140 and above? Then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, Happiness with every wash.